What the fuck is up, everyone? It is Wednesday afternoon, and you know what time it is. It is time to get wicked. Let me get this shared out to everyone here, and we will get this underway. Huge main event tonight for the women's world title. Alrighty, everything is shared out. Welcome to the show, Shadow Press, Big Tito, Mrs. U-Taker. Great to see everybody here. Everything up here and running now, so we are going to give people a couple minutes to make their way in here. Of course, some very big shows over the next couple of episodes. As it was mentioned, tonight, the women's world title will be on the line. That is on our main event. But this Sunday, we will see not only the Dominating Duo Tag Team titles be decided, but we are going to have the return of the Chamber in order to sort out this entire situation over the international title. Monstar Factory Entertainment, welcome to the show. Great to see you could be here. And we are going to get this show on the road. And we are live in Virginia Beach, Virginia, Sacrifice Arena. Another great edition of Wednesday Wicked coming at ya. As you can already see, the camera shots, packed house here today. House of Ghazi, welcome to the show. as we get things started right out the gate. Three-corner madness as we have the family, Judgment Time, and the Plague Bringers. Who do you have? Place your bets. The team over there for the win, huh? But what about the other team over there? So all three of these teams very much looking to get on track here, be the next in line to challenge for the Dominating Duo Tag titles. Of course, those will be decided, as I mentioned, this Sunday in a match chosen by Bill Haight after his win last Sunday. It'll be 2 out of 3 falls. Anything goes. Falls count anywhere. See Shadow Press already in the back getting ready here. See, as people are making their way in, welcome everyone to the show. So getting ready for match number 1 here to kick us off. God damn, 2K. There we go. About time. We are going to get ready to get this show officially started with our action. As we head down to ringside. The following contest is a 3-corner tag madness bout. It is under elimination rules. First team on their way down to the ring, weighing in at 505 pounds. On the left, you have Showtime, Vernon Quinn. On the right, the Puppet Master, Judgment. They are collectively known as Judgment Time. Of course, Judgment, former member of the Beatdown Crew, very unceremoniously ejected this past Wednesday, so about a week ago now. You can be sure he's got some payback on his mind, without a doubt. I've known the man a long time. And on their way down to the ring, their first opponents. They weigh in at a total combined weight of 475 pounds. The first member, Shadow Press, and his tag team partner, he is that voodoo witch doctor, Jack Bayou. They are collectively known as the Family. So through the smoke and mirrors, so to speak, Shadow Press summoning the voodoo witch doctor as the pair getting ready for battle once again. shit. Bayou now in the ring as Shadow Press getting ready to join him. But ladies and gentlemen, the final competitors in this contest. Representing Salagia. Total combined weight 635 pounds. The first man is Hollenhund. And his tag team partner, the Virus. They are collectively known as the Plague Bringers. The single lantern lighting the way. Of course, Hollenhund will be in that chamber match this Sunday, but you know that the Plague Bringers as a duo wanting to get back in that tag title discussion. As you can see, the other men outside the ring barely lit there by the light of the lantern as the Plague Bringers own the ring for the moment. And as the lantern drops, the lights come on. So I will do my best to keep up with this as much as I can. Of course, these matches always start off a little bit crazy with everybody involved. Ref calls for the bell. Here we go. Looked like Bayou was going to go for a springboard, but missed the mark. As Shadow Press and Judgment tying it up. Meanwhile, Vernon Quinn up and over into a powerbomb to the floor for Hollenhund. Goes right for the immediately for an enziguri, but misses now. Both men trading chops. Meanwhile, the Virus with the Boston Crab out the gate. Jack Bayou quick to escape from that, grabbing the bottom rope. Fighting his way out. But Judgment gets planted with a huge DDT from Shadow Press. Judgment, though, quick shoulder block takedown to try and get the advantage back. Meanwhile, on the floor, Hollenhund getting tortured. Now sent back in the ring there by Vernon Quinn as Judgment stomps down on the face of Shadow Press. Vernon Quinn from the top with the elbow. No one home, though. Mad Cow, welcome to the show. As we have our first cover, only a 1 count for Shadow Press going after Judgment. Now, Judgment up on the apron, Vernon Quinn on the floor, safest place for him at the moment. You cannot be eliminated outside the ring. Meanwhile, Jack Bayou with that overhand wrist lock on the Virus. Virus fighting his way out from underneath. Bayou in a bad position now, left with a 2-on-1 with the Plague Bringers. And them taking advantage of the numbers game. Mark Caliber, welcome to the show. Our opening contest here out the gate. Now Hollenhund catches himself on the ropes. Twisting cutter by Bayou. Into the cover. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Hollenhund able to escape, which was good because the Virus just taken down by Vernon Quinn. As now the family taken over. Huge twisting cutter. And again for the cover, but too close to the ropes. Vernon Quinn now, pinwheel kick, takes down Shadow Press, while Judgment with a little bit of bump and grind for the crowd. Running frog splash by Jack Bayou onto Hollenhund. He's just taking a beating from Bayou here. Snap German went for the bridge, but too close to the ropes. Now Holland Hoon finally getting back, just series of right hands over and over to Bayou. Now both men going to work on Judgment for a minute, and then short-lived alliance now fighting each other. Judgment now sent off the ropes. Twisting cutter putting down Judgment. Armbar applied by Shadow Press. Meanwhile, Jack Bayou reverse DDT. And Vernon Quinn, for some reason, breaking up the move. Now Boston Crab applied the Judgment. Vernon Quinn to break that up very quickly and then takes down Jack Bayou with that reverse kick. Now Judgment getting a little bit of a breather, now catching his breath, short-lived as in comes the Virus looking to take advantage. Two, broken up there by Vernon Quinn, going to save his partner once again here. Shadow Press and Holland Hoon now trading shots on the floor. Big super kick putting down Shadow Press. Meanwhile, Vernon Quinn going to work. Well, was going to work on the Virus, hit from behind by Jack Bayou. Bayou taking over with an arm drag as Judgment getting shots right across the back, but now looking to turn it around here. Pump handle and taking over. Virus in a bit of trouble. Shadow Press quick to save his partner there. Now has Vernon Quinn up into a Death Valley driver. Judgment Michinoku driver in for the cover, quickly broken up there by Holland Hoon. And now Vernon Quinn getting measured here. Kick to the gut. Double arm DDT by Shadow Press. Judgment can't do much, getting locked up. And Vernon Quinn is out of there. Shadow Press with a quick elimination, now going after Holland Hoon, but kind of in the bad area of town here. Both Plague Bringers in the ring. Shadow Press with a quick shots. Repeated 10 count right in the forehead. Now taken down here by the Virus, who ducks, runs underneath. Big spear into the cover. 1, 2, and no, only 2 count, about 2.5. Bayou able to escape. Judgment now back in the ring. Big vertical suplex takes down the Virus here. Now going to work with a neck vice. Meanwhile, Bayou rolling through. Boston Crab applied. And Holland Hoon taps out. So far, the family on a roll, earning both eliminations to start with. Now the Virus sent over the top rope to the floor. Meanwhile, Judgment taking down reverse DDT. Now shoulder block from Judgment, putting down Jack Bayou. Now Judgment with that modified chin lock there, pulling back. The back is not supposed to bend in that direction, folks. Now Bayou setting up Judgment here. Rolling unprettier, finds the mark. Into the cover. 1, 2. And Judgment out at 2.5. Shadow Press counters the choke slam. Big time belly to belly suplex. Now big reverse heel kick there, catching Judgment right in the jaw. As Shadow Press putting the boots to the Virus. Now Judgment going, breaking up the shots from Shadow Press, but Shadow Press catches the leg. Step through kick to the jaw of Judgment. And now setting up Judgment. Judgment wanted to interrupt the Virus, so he's going to catch it. Double arm DDT again and into the cover. 1, 2, and no, at 2.5, Judgment out again. Now the Virus, big scoop, but a float over from Shadow Press. Went for the spear, but got countered into a DDT. And now a huge spear of his own into the cover. 1, 2, And 3. Shadow Press has been eliminated. We're down to 1 from each team. Big single arm power bomb there from the Virus, showing his strength. Now Measuring Judgment, huge left hand shot to the jaw. Judgment though fighting back, kicking his way away from the Virus there. Jack Bayou moving in to take advantage. Judgment now finding himself on the double team for the moment. And then Jack Bayou going after the Virus as well. Double leg drop, little low the belt line there. But in these matches, anything goes. Judgment was going for the reverse DDT, but broken up by Bayou. So the Virus is getting double teamed here. Scoop up by Judgment. And drop face first as Bayou gets involved as well. Now big kick to the ribs and a super kick finds its mark on the Virus, who rolls to the floor. Meanwhile, Judgment from behind taking down Bayou face first. Now Judgment setting him up as Bayou going for the ride. Round and round he goes. Where he stops, no one knows. Judgment finally letting him go and walks right into the Virus. Big headbutt from the Virus. Judgment wasn't dizzy before. He sure as hell is now. Quick roll there by Judgment out of the way, but the Virus double leg pickup and into a slam. Textbook grappling there by the Virus. Now has Judgment goozled. Massive choke slam putting down the Puppet Master. And another spear, and Judgment is out. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Plague Bringers. I did not even see Bayou actually get the elimination. See if we can see on the replay when Bayou went out. No, they are not going to show it. I'll have to check the replay. Hollenhoon back out now, celebrating with his partner. Great win for the Plague Bringers, looking to move closer in the rankings. As we get ready for our next contest, it is back to tag action, but this time in the women's division, as the Blackhearts will go up against the current champions here, the Divine Knights. Yeah, I'm going to go back and look at that Shadow Press because I didn't see an elimination for Jack. Omar Wolf, welcome to the show. Yeah, not much support for the Plague Bringers on that win. This, of course, being a non-title affair, but you know the Blackhearts would love to get the win and, you know, qualify themselves for an opportunity at the Ravishing Pair titles. Of course, Ivy Pine recently leaving the Blackhearts, so you know they've got to be under the gun to produce some results. Now, I will definitely be looking into that Shadow Press because if I never saw him eliminated, and if it was something I missed, then I missed it. But if he was never eliminated, that is a legitimate beef. And the one thing I can say, if he wasn't, we will settle that this Sunday. Had to get that mark down there. Almost forgot. I very much appreciate that, Omar. As we await both these teams in the back, getting word neither one of them made it to the gorilla position yet. Finally getting word they're there. Some words already being exchanged in the gorilla position. Of course, these two teams no strangers to each other. The following tag team event is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. On their way to the ring first, at a total combined weight of 291 pounds. In the center, we have Roxanne Winters, her tag team partner, Victoria Hart. They are accompanied to the ring by their faction mate, Joanna Jett. They are collectively known and representing the Blackhearts. Roxanne, with attitude to spare, has not made a comment about the departure of Ivy Pine. Aha, the giant swing, okay. Thank you very much, Omar, I appreciate it. As you see the Blackhearts getting ready, but their opponents on their way down to the ring, weighing in at 280 pounds, representing the Dynasty. On the left, Sophia Nightwalker, her tag team partner, Melody Divine. They are accompanied to the ring by Trinity Nightwalker and are collectively known as the Divine Knights. Of course, Trinity and Sophia's are both the daughter of myself and Missy. The Divine Knights having a stranglehold on these tag titles. Just recently defending them against Phantasmagoria a couple weeks ago. Collar will tie up into the side headlock from Sophia. Roxanne now shoots her off the ropes. Quick drop toe hold. An insult to injury walking across the back. Sophia taking exception with a quick kick to the ribs. Now setting her up in a pump handle modified neck breaker. We know Roxanne loves to use the striking game, so Sophia very well versed in that herself, but will look to negate it from Roxanne. Looks like she's going to do that by trying to keep her tied up. A series of knees to the ribs, and then a side Russian leg sweep to put her down. Now pulling Roxanne away from the ropes here. Has the arm hooked, modified monkey flip, tossing her into the Divine Knight's corner. Now huge shot, now another shot there to the ribs. But Roxanne fighting back, has Sophia snatched up by the hair. Snapmare takeover into the Blackheart side of the ring. Roxanne making the tag to Victoria. Victoria going to work on the hamstring. Big boot to the small of the back, and then a modified chin lock pulling at the face. Now kick right to the ribs. And now choking her with the foot. Very aggressive side of Victoria we're not used to seeing here. Now kick right to the wrist of Sophia. And now going to the other part of the, right at the elbow to shoulder area, right across pretty much all of it there. And now again right to work on the arms. And again to the ribs, as we are not used to seeing this aggression from Victoria. Now she is measuring Sophia. Handspring into the Pele right behind the ear. Now Sophia sent into the corner of the Blackhearts, but reverses Victoria. Takes her down, Fez press and right hands. And then takes a shot at Roxanne as well. Now series of those right hands to the side of the face. Tag now bringing in Melody Divine. Melody Divine series of kicks to the back of the neck. Now Dragon Sleeper applied. Doesn't really have it in though. Victoria able to get a quick escape from that. Now sent into the corner. Victoria quick to follow up now. Huge shot between the shoulder blades. Kick to the ribs to follow up. And there's that DDT spiking Melody into the cover. Very lackadaisical. 1, 2, and Melody out just at 2. Now Melody sent over into the Blackhearts corner, but fighting her way out of it right away. Flying head scissor taking over Victoria Hart. Quick little breather by Victoria Hart. Didn't get her much anywhere. Now sent into the corner with authority. Now Melody Divine going with a chin lock of her own. Almost looks like she's fish hooking Victoria here. Now Victoria Hart and Trinity having words. Gave Melody Divine the opportunity to come back with that belly-to-back suplex. Both women missed there, but now Victoria electric chair position, taking her down face first. Now Victoria over to her corner, tags in Roxanne. Melody in trouble here. Enziguri, though, drops Roxanne, maybe playing a little possum. Definitely appreciate that, Sean. Everyone that is here, thank you for spending the time with me. If you like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not already a member of the Eternity Broadcasting family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications so you never miss a moment like this women's action here. As Roxanne just torquing away at the arms there of Melody. Now went for the kick, but gets caught. Melody kick right behind the back of the neck of Roxanne. Showing her flexibility there. Now quick go behind, belly to back suplex. Hangs on into a German. And then vertical suplex taking over Roxanne. I didn't see her touch her at all though, Omar. I'm a little bit far away, so I don't know what was said. I mean, for all I know, Victoria might have said something derogatory to start it. Now Roxanne in the corner. Melody was trying to get a submission with that crossface. Now Sophia putting the bad mouth to Roxanne. Keith Coupon, welcome to the show. Roxanne floats behind. Sends Melody Divine into the Blackheart's corner, follows her up, monkey flip to bring her out. Now stomp right to the face. Has the arms hooked into a submission here. Beautiful bridge by Roxanne. Melody finally able to roll her way out and kick right to the back of the neck and now one to the ribs. Melody was all tied up with nowhere to go. Now Dragon Sleeper, but right by the ropes. Bad ring positioning by Melody. Melody now over in her corner. Looked like she was going to tag and then thought better of it. Now full mount there, hammer fist shots right to the face. Now forearms to follow it up, just teeing off at Roxanne as she tries to cover up from the assault. Now tag from Melody, bringing Sophia back in. Sophia went for the stomp but misses. And huge famouser out of nowhere from Roxanne. Now kick to the ribs, into a cutter, rolls through. Sophia quick to escape, she knew what was coming. Code Breaker finds the mark. As I said, these two teams, no strangers to each other, and now a chair in the ring. Now tag in, bringing Melody back in. Tandem offense coming up. Bicycle kick to the jaw of Roxanne. But let her make the tag. Hot tag bringing Victoria in. Victoria went for Melody but got caught. Series of kicks and finally putting down. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Trinity distracting the ref. Melody taking advantage with the chair shots. Not sure why they distracted the ref. Normal tag team rules, no disqualification to begin with. But Melody using the chair, viciously assaulting Victoria. And Victoria looks like it pissed her off now. Now into the cover. Referee distracted by Trinity. Now Victoria measuring. Hearing again that, wait a minute, that DDT right onto the chair. And again, lackadaisical cover. Oh no, I fully admit Trinity had the ref completely distracted there. I mean, I can't say I blame the ref. He just better remember who signs his fucking paychecks. Now Victoria sent over into the corner, tag into Sophia. Both women measuring up Victoria here. High-low connects. And instantly Sophia measuring her up here. Kick to the ribs. Has her up, and it's the all-nighter finding the mark. Cover by Sophia. 1, 2, and no at 2 7/8. Everybody very well could, Omar. I'm not sure why more teams don't. Sophia went for that diving clothesline, but Victoria saw her coming, swatted her out of the way. And again, words being exchanged between Victoria and Trinity. Those two women having a huge problem with each other. Code Breaker again to Victoria. Into the cover. 1, 2. And only a 2 count. Melody went to try and cut off Roxanne, failed at doing so. Now Sophia in a 2-on-1 situation here. Best opportunity for the Blackhearts. The Beatdown Crew, better known as Brandon Ace, welcome to the show. Now Sophia sends Victoria over to the Divine Knight's corner, but Melody's still not there. Bad break for Sophia. Melody was taken out earlier. Now Sophia trying to hook her up into that Khallas slam. Goes for the shot, but Victoria blocks it, comes back with a haymaker of her own. Sophia staggered against the ropes, now sent off to the far side. Huge hip toss taking Sophia over. And yet again, Trinity and Victoria getting into each other's faces. I'm not sure what the beef is between these two women, but it's going to be settled this Sunday. Charlie sees all. Welcome to the show. Now Sophia sent in knee shot by Roxanne, and then a clothesline to the back of the neck by Victoria. Roxanne now measuring Sophia. Kick to the ribs. Roll through. And again, Sophia quick to escape. Said, I will make the announcement now that this Sunday we are going to see Trinity versus Victoria. Whatever the hell they have going on is going to be settled. Now Sophia thrown into the corner. Tagged by Roxanne, bringing in Victoria once again. Drop toe hold. Boots to the back of the neck. Another one right to the side of the face. Tandem offense at its finest by the Blackhearts. But the hot tag bringing in Melody Divine. Went for the clothesline but misses the mark. Said these two teams know each other so well. Now Melody thrown into the Blackhearts corner. Kick to the jaw of Victoria to get out. Victoria with a reverse elbow. Went for a kick but caught it again as well. Now wheelbarrow into a face buster. Now tying up Victoria. Melody going for the submission right in the Blackhearts corner. I appreciate that, Charlie. Now Melody Divine cutting her off. Almost a hot tag, almost made again. Now finally getting her out of the area of the Blackhearts corner to start with. Now STF applied though. Melody Divine has it locked in. But Victoria refuses to quit. Fights her way out. Big reverse elbow. Now huge spinning backbreaker. And again, Melody and Victoria getting into it. As I said, they will fight this Sunday. They're going to settle whatever the hell's going on. Pinfall. And no, only a 2 count. But turned into the Boston Crab here now. Roxanne was cut off by Sophia, so Victoria having to go it alone now. Victoria again refuses to tap out, fights her way out, but immediately holds her back. Melody, the first one back to her feet, sends Victoria into the corner of the Divine Knights. Countered, and Sophia taken out by Victoria. Melody taking advantage. Now Melody into the corner, handspring elbow misses. Head scissor takeover by Melody. Melody now measuring Victoria here. Has her up, puts her down. Into the cover. 1, 2, and 3. As both women the partners make it back up to the apron. but neither one able to get in the ring in time. But ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Divine Knights. But the bigger story in this match, though, the issues between Trinity and Victoria Hart. No idea what is going on in that situation, and those very lackadaisical covers might have cost the Blackhearts the match. On more than one occasion, they should have been able to get the pinfall. But as the Divine Knights celebrate a very controversial win, if you will, and we talked about it at the beginning of the match, Ivy Pine leaving the Blackhearts, going her own way. Of course, she is the current Intercontinental Champion. Non-title affair, but she goes one-on-one with Susie the Elf. Who do you have? Place your bets. And as folks place their bets, I'm going to throw some shout-outs to some other great people in the community. It's a lot of talented people that bring all different types of action to the table. Great shows like ASWF on the Altered Arcade Network. Of course, JJ Savvy bringing you the action there, otherwise known as Fireproof Lowlife or Adam Guerin, take your pick. Then, of course, you saw him in the chat earlier, Mark Caliber bringing you Commonwealth Wrestling, among other games, streaming on both Twitch and YouTube under the channel Mark Caliber 17. Then, of course, if you like all the women's action you've been seeing so far, be sure to check out Elite Extreme Women. All women's action all the time. Of course, your host on that, Susie the Elf. Then, of course, we have Lightning Strikes with one of the originals, Cowboy John. You'll find him on the network, Cowboy John. But maybe you're a little tired of wrestling. Maybe you want a little bit of variety, something different. Then be sure to check out my daughter, Cassie Madam Red, as she brings you everything but wrestling. So you might get some Friday the 13th, you might get some World of Tanks, you might get some Dead by Daylight or even Kingdom Hearts 3. You never know what she's going to bring to the channel. But on that note, speaking of bringing to a channel, we are headed back down to ringside. As Charlie going with Ivy Pine. Of course, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. On her way down to the ring first, weighing in at 150 pounds, Susie the Elf. Susie, a veteran of the business, just returning from injury. Was injured in that tag team title match against the Divine Knights that I was talking about earlier. Of course, this past Sunday, we saw her tag team partner Minerva in action. And ladies and gentlemen, her opponent, weighing in at 122 pounds, she is your Sacrifice Championship Wrestling Intercontinental Champion, Sunshine Ivy Pine. New look for Ivy Pine. course, having been on a huge roll lately. Once she became the #1 contender, has not lost a match since. Omar going with the redhead. Now Colorado will tie up Ivy with a quick go behind. Waist control. Susie steps around. Quick reversal, but Ivy takes her over. Snapmare into a chin lock. Now big knee right to the spine of Susie. Ivy now face breaker there right with the knee. Pouring out the aggression early here. Quick arm drag takeover by Susie, though. Now another Colorado tie-up side headlock by Ivy. Turns it into a top wrist lock. Takes down Susie with the heel trip. Now kick to the ribs again. Now sending Susie into the corner. Follows her up. Huge right hands to the jaw. Then rolls through. Big European uppercut staggering Susie. Now kick right to the chest from Ivy, making a pair of them. Slingshot into a guillotine leg drop by Ivy Pine. The champ looking impressive all the way up top already. Frog splash connects. Oh, Brandon Ace trying to be funny. I'm sure Susie will have some words to say about that. Ivy with the cover. Only a 1 count. Now Susie thrown back into the corner here. Ivy following up, sending her back across. Huge drop kick right to the chest. Susie in trouble. And again, Ivy going up top. Moonsault finding the mark. Susie, though, trying to get some separation with the jawbreaker here. Belly to back suplex. Ivy, one of the smallest women in the company. Susie looking to use her size advantage. Kick to the back. Has that camel clutch using her size advantage. But Ivy quick to slide out. Trips up Susie on the way out. Now taking Susie down. Double handful of hair, though. Ivy is not beyond breaking a couple rules, or at least bending them. Running kick right to the jaw of Ivy, though. Susie now showing off when she should be going for a cover. Now big knee lift by Susie. Ivy in trouble at the moment. Oh! Touche Omar. Discus clothesline from Susie. Now into the cover. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. It would have to be considered an upset if Susie gets the win. Susie is a veteran, but normally not known for her singles competition here in Sacrifice. Caleb, welcome to the show. Now Susie off the top, missile drop kick. Ivy in a world of trouble now. Sent into the corner by Susie. Big elbow shot. Now modified backbreaker. Ivy measuring Susie here on the ground. What does Ivy have in mind? Ivy now just taking her time watching Susie trying to get up. Susie taking advantage, up and over, reverse DDT, showing her agility. Now belly to belly suplex, planting Ivy into the mat. Cover by Susie, 1, and only a 1 count. Again, Susie measuring her here. Kick to the ribs. Taking her down face first. Into the cover. 1, 2, and holy shit! In what has to be considered an upset, Susie has pinned the Intercontinental Champion, giving her her first loss in almost 2 months. There you see that discus clothesline on the replay. And that huge belly to belly. I said Susie is a veteran of the business, but at the same time, as I mentioned earlier, not really known for her singles work here in Sacrifice. But a huge step in their singles run, pinning the Intercontinental Champion. But there is your winner, Susie the Elf. Congratulations to Susie. As we get ready for tag team action, we got a little interesting situation here. These 4 men will be stepping in the Elimination Chamber this Sunday for the International title. They will, of course, be joined by Hollenhund, who we saw in our opening contest, and by Chance Nightwalker, who we'll see later tonight. So they wouldn't feel left out, I took all their names, I threw them into a hat, and drew them out and made a couple random teams. So we have Almar Wolf teaming with Johnny Crow, going up against Jake Bagwell and Shifty. So who do you guys have? Place your bets. And as folks place their bets, I'm going to shout out some more channels here. Some other great content like Hell's Gate Wrestling, normally following us on Sundays. Been on a little bit of a hiatus right now, but hoping to be back soon. Of course, that channel brought to you by Mrs. Utaker. Then, of course, we have the Fractured Reality Studio Network. Your host, Caleb James, bringing you Global Wrestling Affliction. So can't wait to see him back in action there as well. Some huge things to come from him. But later on tonight, it's LTD on another special time tonight of 9 Eastern. And it's part of the triple double tournament. Say that 5 times fast, goddammit. Your boy Blaze McCoy bringing you that action on the Blaze Radio Network. And it's the Battle Queen tournament tonight. So you gotta be there to check out all the beautiful women. Speaking of tournaments though, a worldwide tournament going on. I'm talking about the King and the Queen of the Maverick tournaments. You're gonna find that on Maverick Championship Wrestling. Brought to you by D-Train and the Boys. And then we have Monstar Factory Entertainment. You saw them in the chat earlier. Bringing you a blend of created wrestlers, combining them with today's industry superstars. And when he's not bringing you wrestling, you might even get some cooking lessons from Chef Sean. So be sure to check out Monstar Factory Entertainment for a huge variety of items. But we are going to head back down to ringside for this tag team event. Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team event is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. On his way down to the ring first, representing Ruthless Incorporated, weighing in at 270 pounds, he is the Alpha Wolf, Omar Wolf. Of course, Michael Carter joining me here by the commentary area. You know he has got his eyes not only on this match, but on the Chamber itself this Sunday. As you see Omar Wolf taking a survey, as you heard from the split screen, saying, already having words for Johnny Crow, his partner tonight. They will be opponents this Sunday. And speaking of which, his tag team partner in this contest, weighing in at 265 pounds, representing the Dynasty, Johnny Crow. Of course, Johnny Crow and Omar, both former international champions. Ironically enough, both men losing that title to Jake Bagwell, who is a 3-time champion now. Michael Carter saying he's scouting Jake because they have unfinished business. And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents. First on his way down to the ring, representing the Ministry of Mayhem, he weighs in at 275 pounds. He is your current reigning and defending Sacrifice Championship Wrestling International Champion, the Enforcer, Jake Bagwell. As I mentioned, Jake Bagwell, a 3-time international champion. Of course, he captured the title at our first pay-per-view Sacrifest. And then lost it to Omar Wolf, got it back. But then he lost it again to the man that's his partner on his way down to the ring now. Weighing in at 357 pounds, he is everybody's favorite drunken dragon clown, Shifty. As you see Mrs. U-Taker doing the Shifty dance in the aisle, giving the fans a whole separate show. Michael Carter not a fan of Shifty. But of course, Shifty may be one of the few men in the company that can match Carter for size and power. And it looks like starting off, we're going to have Jake Bagwell and Omar Wolf. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Jake pushing Omar right back into his own corner. Referee calling for the break here, and Jake reaches over with a quick punch to the jaw. Johnny Crow jumping in the ring right away. Referee trying to get order back. Omar will for those open shots. Now Jake coming back. Now going to work on the leg. Shin breaker into a dragon screw leg whip. Now pulling Omar back towards the middle of the ring. Tagging in Shifty right away. Shifty now with stomps right to the chest of Omar Wolf. But Omar goes right to the eyes. It don't matter how big you are. That will always be your weakness. Now Omar right in the corner, right by Jake. Up and over Jake, rolling blockbuster from the top to the bottom. Now going right after Shifty with a body blow. Shifty comes back though. Shot after shot with those right hands. Now taking Omar over to our extra announce table there. Taking him face first. As Mr. U-Taker making his way to the show as well. Omar tastes the steps gut first. Now Omar again those open palm strikes and then a kick to the leg, kick to the chest. Taking Shifty down, chopping away at him. Now sending Shifty across the walkway here, following him over. Kick right between the shoulder blades. Picking Shifty up. Jake Bagwell staying out of it as Shifty tastes the seal. And now Omar, legs tied up, just torturing Shifty on the floor. You can see Shifty looking like he's tapping, but it does no good out here. And now Shifty pulling Omar up by the head, tossing him over on the back of his neck. Omar though fighting back, big right hand. Dragging Shifty back over, rolling him under the bottom rope. Shifty now back up to his feet, Omar sliding in after him. Overhand right by Shifty, a series of them. Sent into the corner. Shifty out of the way now, sends Omar across. Acceleration by the big clown. Catching Shifty in the corner. Canadian Destroyer taking out Omar. The way his body collapsed, we may have to rename that the UK Destroyer after that. Now Johnny Crow looking to come in. The referee telling him he's got to get out. Oh, now Omar, he's caught. And the Xanthrax puts him down. Cover by Shifty. Johnny Crow in to break it up right away. And Jake throws Shifty over the top rope. Miscommunication. But Shifty dragging Omar back over to his corner. Now Jake going to work on Omar. Omar with a drop toe hold. Now picks Jake up, kick, but no, Jake catches it. Ties the leg up, German suplex to follow up. Now Jake, Tour of Texas Power Slam. Now Omar though counters, throws him over. Ian Cross making his way through the crowd. Now finally Johnny Crow in the ring. Jake though takes him down, swinging neck breaker. Measuring up Crow here. Turning him up. Was going for the 69 stretch. Omar with a clip. Now Johnny Crow going right after Jake Bagwell. Lefts and rights to the jaw. Now off the ropes, Jake with a Thez press. Series of right hands taking him down. Now huge shot there taking Jake over. Raging Chaos Wrestling, welcome to the show. Now Johnny Crow putting the boots to Jake here. Tying him up, Rings of Saturn, middle of the ring. Jake may be in trouble. Jake now looking to fight his way out of it here. Short elbows to the side of the head. Now Jake going to lift up Crow, but Johnny quick elbows to the side of the neck of Jake. Went to pick him up with a belly to back. Jake fighting his way out of it. Taken face first into the corner. Now tag into Shifty. Crow may be in trouble. Shifty going up top. What the fuck? Doomsday Device, middle of the ring, turning Crow inside out. Now Johnny sent back into the corner. Big splash by Shifty, just crumpling Johnny to the mat. Johnny, though, presence of mind to try and reverse that, positioning him in the corner. Now sends him across into his own corner. Shifty, though, reverses it, sends Johnny back over into his corner. A little bit of Red Rover being played here. Double vertical suplex, the two men finally getting on the same page. Now Johnny being pulled up by Jake here. Swinging neck breaker, middle of the ring. Now pulled back up again, kick to the ribs. And no, Johnny Crow fighting his way out of it. Swinging neck breaker of his own. Now quick duck behind on Jake. German suplex takes him over. Hands locked, make it a pair. And the hat trick, dumping Jake on the back of his neck. Now pulling Jake away from the ropes, middle of the ring, into the cover. 1, 2, and Jake out at 2. You know, whoever gets the pinfall here looking to build their momentum heading into the chamber this Sunday. Now Jake sent him to the corner. Catches Johnny coming in, though. Shin breaker, turning it into the dragon screw leg whip. Now Jake pulling him up. Tour of Texas on Johnny. Now Jake sending him into the corner. What does Jake have in mind here? Little bit of insult to injury here, just taunting Johnny here in the corner. Big spine buster putting him down into the cover, but right by the ropes, Johnny reaches out, grabs the bottom rope there. Now sends him in the corner. Omar grabbing Jake. Johnny taking advantage, burying the knee. Now takes him over into a chokehold, but bad ring positioning. Jake right in the corner. Now Johnny went over and Omar decided to jump down. Omar on the ground here. No way, no way. And show of strength by Johnny Crow, picking up Shifty and planting him face first. Holy shit! Johnny Crow now going after Jake. Jake reverses it. Takes Johnny down with that face first with that reverse STO. Now big clothesline by Jake, making a pair of them. Catches the foot of Johnny Crow. Leg sweep takes him down. And then stomp to the chest and the leg. Now picks him up by the hair, but no, open hand bitch slap by Johnny on the Jake. Sends Jake off the ropes here. Both men collide, middle of the ring. Now trading shots back and forth. Now Jake going to work on the leg. You know he's got to be thinking that 69 stretch. And no, changes it into the Texas Cloverleaf. Can Crow hang on? And he does. Great core strength shown. But Jake now sends him over to his corner. Tagging to Shifty. Almost slapped him in the face. Big boot by Shifty. Johnny Crow in deep trouble. Now Shifty going to pick him up. Johnny trying to get any separation here. And another show of power. Dropping Shifty on top of his head. This should be the time that Johnny should go make the tag. But again now, Johnny just watching Shifty here. Soon as Shifty went to go in, German suplex. Johnny hanging on, make it a pair. And completes the hat trick. Now rolling Shifty over in for a cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Shifty. You know, this could be Johnny trying to send a message here. Now sends Shifty over the top rope down to the floor. Johnny following him out. Jake looks to go down, but changes his mind for a moment. Big reverse elbow. Now going to the body, but misses the uppercut. Shifty with a forearm of his own. Of course, both these men former international champions. Shifty taking it from Jake, as I mentioned earlier, and Johnny taking it from Shifty. Now sends Shifty into the corner. Soon as Shifty moves, there's that DDT. That's what put him down before. Cover. 1, 2, and 3. Omar cut off Jake Bagwell coming in. Johnny Crow with the cover the same way he won the belt. So there you see Omar interrupting the 69 stretch, but this Sunday, it'll be every man for themselves. But as for right now, your winners, the team of Omar Wolf and Johnny Crow. So congratulations once again. But as I said, of course, this Sunday, every man for themselves. As we go to our next contest, we have had issues with these 4 men dating back to Global Warfare. Of course, Caleb James losing the world title and then being attacked that night in the parking lot by Colton Orion. And since then, these 4 men have attacked each other back and forth. I'm tired of it. So tonight they get in the cell. So who do you have? Place your bets. Welcome back, Charlie. And as people are placing their bets, Mrs. U-Taker going with the C&K experience. I am going to shout out some more people here. You know, some other great channels that we have in the area. You know, one of my favorite time frames in the world. I'm talking about the 80s, when the hair was big and the clothes were small. So join me in taking a trip back in time to 1986 with some Midwest Pro Wrestling. Of course, that'll be on Bomb Pop Overdrive Network. Your host, Mark Mayhem, otherwise known as Scuzz. Then, of course, we just saw him in action. But Shifty the Drunken Dragon Clown brings you Platinum Dragon Wrestling. You'll find that exclusively on the Platinum Dragon Studios network. And then you see him in the chat right now, actually. Raging Chaos Wrestling. Of course, he brings you a lot of huge different content. Some creation streams. Some Borderlands. Some Dead by Daylight. Some Onrush. You never know what that blue-haired freak Frozen Rage is going to throw at you. XWC Extreme Wrestling, welcome to the show. Of course, obviously from that channel, from the tag there, another great company in the area. Be sure to check him out. Then, of course, another one of the originals here, some post-apocalyptic action. I'm talking about some RWO. So be sure to join that angry asshole Pete Wall on the Pillar to Post Network. And there you see it right there, Thursday or Friday. Dark Souls 3 coming at you on Raging Chaos. But on those notes, we are headed down to ringside for this huge contest. Of course, the following tag team event is inside the Hell in a Cell. It is scheduled for one fall. On their way down to the ring first at a total combined weight of 623 pounds. He is God's greatest gift, Colt Matthews. His tag team partner, he is known as simply as Orion. Of course, Orion, the bodyguard of Colt Matthews. Normally we would see him in action if Colt Matthews decided the opponent wasn't worth his caliber of wrestling. Oh, thank you very much, XWC. I appreciate it. As soon as I am done on the air, I will get you back, sir. And there you see Colt and Orion. Well, you may have to ask them there, Brandon. But ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, at a total combined weight of 506 pounds, Caleb James, his tag team partner Chance Nightwalker, the C&K Experience, Jake Bagwell, welcome to the show. Of course, this Sunday, Chance will be one of the 6 people in the chamber, so guess he should get used to this event. Here we go, big kick by Orion on Caleb as Chance takes over Colt Matthews. Referee eating the dust to start with. Show of strength by Orion. I will definitely check on that, Charlie, for sure. And once again, another huge show of strength. Now, huge right-hand shots over and over by Orion, just trying to wear out Caleb James. You have to wonder if Colt Matthews gave Orion some marching orders going into this. Has him goozled here. Big body shot by Orion, taking Caleb down. Meanwhile, Colt showing off against Chance. Big time spear though by Caleb, cutting Orion in half. As Colt Matthews now still big leg drop on Chance here. Forearm shot by Caleb to Orion, trying to cut down the giant. Big chop across the chest. But now Chance taking over on Colt Matthews. Pop-up drop kick though by Colt. Caleb one-arm choke slammed. Now Caleb just getting teed off on by Orion. Now Orion measuring Caleb, and there's that heart punch. Right into the cover. 1, 2, and kick out at 2 by Caleb. As Colt keeping Chance busy. Chance now finally went to throw Colt face first in, but Colt stops it. Now Colt being tossed back in the ring by Chance. As Orion going to work, double knees right across the spine. And over interrupting Chance. Orion has been the dominant force in this match in general. Now big knee to the chest of Chance. Caleb James is already bleeding. Now spinning kick up and over by Colt. Great agility shown. Now quick hot shot by Caleb. Now Chance setting to the corner. Big clothesline follow up. And make it a pair of them. And there is that huge sidewalk slam. And here we go. I was waiting for it. Colt Matthews dumping Caleb over. You knew when these two finally found each other. 2. And no, at 2.5. These two with lots of unfinished business. Orion now with the accordion rack. Now Colt Matthews tying up Caleb here at Rings of Saturn. You see the blood falling from his forehead. Orion has the cover on Chance, but the ref busy. Now finally over. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Chance, and you have to wonder if he hadn't been checking on Caleb. Now big forearm shot. Cover again by Orion after that huge punch. 2. And again, Chance showing his heart kicking out. Now, huge toss over. That elbow fake out. And again, Caleb kicking out, showing what made him the world champion. Now Chance being pressed up. Huge show of power. Just dropped down by Orion. Orion showing why he is the insurance policy for one Colt Matthews. And there's that super kick right to the jaw. Second Chance hits. 1, 2, and again. Kick out by Caleb James. Now getting measured here. And there's another super kick. Orion keeping Chance tied up. And it is over. But ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the team of Colt Matthews and Orion. But you have to wonder how much was taken out of Caleb James by Orion in the onset. Because while Colt Matthews, yes, getting the pin, Orion, definitely the MVP of the match. As you see Colt Matthews giving marching orders to Orion, telling him to get up on the turnbuckles. But you can guarantee this situation between Colt Matthews and Caleb James far from over. As we get ready for our next contest, Brandon Cuevas getting a chance to step up and prove himself. Has a non-title match against the current world champion, the Bastage. So who do you have? Place your bets. And as folks are placing their bets, I'm going to finish up these shout-outs here. Of course, another channel that has post-apocalyptic action, Savage Warfare. Your host on that, Mean Joey Green. Brought to you on the Dr. Anus Tickler Network. No, I did not stutter. Your ears did not flap. His network is named Dr. Anus Tickler. A little bit of a technical issue. There we go. Then, of course, a huge tournament in the area. Another big worldwide event coming to you from Slaughterhouse Championship Wrestling. But it's featuring all tag team action. So be sure to check that out on the course of the Yellow Terminated by Retirement channel. And when he's not bringing you the tag tournament, you might get some Friday the 13th. You might get some Dead by Daylight. You just never know what page the Yellow Pages is going to pull out of there. Then, of course, and again, staying on the theme of tournaments, a huge event over across the pond in UKWF 3LW. Trying to find the best in every division. So be sure to check out all that action. Had a huge show this morning. And you can find that exclusively on UKWF 3LW with Omar Wolf. Of course, you can find his channel in the chat, just commenting, calling for the Bastard for the win. Of course, another channel that brought you action earlier today. Some of the craziest shit you're ever going to find anywhere. And I'm talking about the Underground Circus. Of course, you're going to find that with your host, the Ringmaster, the Wild-Eyed Yeti. Now, all of these channels, oh, not a problem at all there, Omar. You know, I always give it back to everyone else. You'll find all these great channels if you look on either my front page or my subscriber list. You can find them all there. So be sure to check out what they've got. Give them a like. Be sure to subscribe to their channel so you don't miss any of the great action they bring you. And of course, if you like what you're seeing here today, be sure and hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not already a member of the Eternity Broadcasting family, be sure to hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, so you never miss a minute of the action. And real quick, now that I've shouted out to everyone, I need a fucking beer. Alrighty, we are back. Sorry about that, but damn it, I needed another beer. It's been one of those shows where everyone's bringing their best. But here we go. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On his way down to the ring first, weighing in at 275 pounds, Brandon Cuevas. Of course, this is a one-fall contest. It is non-title. But if Brandon can get the win, that would definitely not only break his losing streak that he's been on, but it would also definitely elevate him in terms of being in the discussion. Cuevas now waiting for his opponent. Like I said, looking to make the most of this opportunity. But ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, weighing in at 315 pounds, he is the current Sacrifice Championship Wrestling heavyweight champion of the world, the Bastage. The Bastage defeating Caleb James at Global Warfare Caleb still does have his rematch, but has been focused on Colt Matthews. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Big clothesline. Oh, and there's my lovely wife. Welcome, baby. Of course, the Bastage now in the ring. Overhead wrist lock. Controlling Brandon Cuevas in the moment. Sliding uppercut staggers the champ. Now shot to the ribs here. Quick tie-up. Let Bastage kick to the ribs. Jumping flatliner, putting Cuevas down. Now Bastage showing his power. Dropping him face first. Now again picking up the pace here, tossing him over the top to the floor. And Bastage gonna fly. Holy shit. From the top to the bottom, lowering the boom on Brandon Cuevas. Now scooped up, but Brandon slides out from behind. Russian leg sweep to take down the Bastage. Picks him back up. Big knee lift. Now scooping him up, slamming him right on his back. Taking advantage of that no count out rule. That clothesline just staggered the champ, running knee right to the ribs. Now throwing him across the way here. Walking over, stalking him now. The Bastage is one of those competitors, when he gets rolling, it is hard to stop him. As Caleb James found out, and as Brandon Cuevas is finding out right now, that huge Samoan drop. Misses that punch though, but immediately scoops him up into a fireman's carry. Just showing off the power, carrying him around. Cuevas though trying to fight back. Slides out from behind here. Rolls in after him. So Brandon trying to shock the world. Break that streak he's been on. But you know, the Bastage is not going to, take this lying down into that armbar. Cuevas trying to roll out of it, but still grapevined up. The Bastage rolling with him. Has the other arm now. And snaps it back. That'll dislocate a shoulder. Now into the cover, leg hooked. 1, 2, and 3. It is over. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the current world heavyweight champion, the Bastage. So the Bastage with the big win. And again, the streak continues for Brandon Cuevas. I definitely agree. Cannot catch a break at all. as we get ready to go now to our main event. Of course, at Global Warfare, Shulky carrying the hashtag Shulky Strong carried it up to the title match and through the title match, becoming the second woman to hold the world title. Of course, Mad Cow, the first one to do it, has her rematch. Now, as you see, Mrs. Utaker already in the chat, hashtag Shulky Strong. But this is our main event. It is for the world title. Who do you have? Place your bets. It's like several people here going with Shulky for the win. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Women's World Title. On her way down to the ring first, the challenger. Weighing in at 168 pounds. She is the former Sacrifice Championship Wrestling Women's World Champion, Mad Cow. Of course, Mad Cow setting the bar. Almost 250 days, if not more, with that title. But ladies and gentlemen, her opponent, representing the Ministry of Mayhem, weighing in at 275 pounds, she is the current Sacrifice Championship Wrestling Women's World Champion, Shulky. Shulky making her way down methodically. Laser focused right through Mad Cow. And thank you very much, 2K, for not having my champion wear their title out here. Of course, speaking to Mad Cow earlier this week, and she's been impatiently waiting this day. There you see it for the world title. Referee showing it off here. Was Mad Cow the challenger? Not a familiar role for her. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. Collar elbow tie up. Shulky with the wrist lock. Turns it into an armbar, or excuse me, into a hammer lock. Keeping it locked in there. Maybe trying to take away that bear hug once again. We saw Shulky counter it a couple of times. So that may be the secret that she's going for. That and the power game, full Nelson suplex. Shuki striking early. One of the strongest women in the company, showing that off. But Mad Cow with that leg sweep. Now clothesline Shuki over the top to the floor. Now Mad Cow sliding out after her. Of course, as you know, no count out, no disqualification. One-on-one affair. Elbow to the ribs. And a clothesline taking Mad Cow over the top. Little turnabout for being fair play. Now Shuki sliding out after Mad Cow. Taking her face first into the apron. Now reverse elbow, but Mad Cow grabs Shuki, throws her back in the ring, chases in after. Putting the boots to her out the gate. And again, Mad Cow just stomping away on Shuki, not even letting her get to her feet. Shuki finally rolls to her feet, but Mad Cow takes her right back down with the sling blade. Kick across the chest, and now stomping away on the chest. Now double thrust right to the throat. Mad Cow pulling out all the stops right away here. Some tactics we're not used to seeing going to the throat. Now shot to the ribs and then double knees to the head of Shuki. Now sending her right into the table. Yo, women, you're getting a little too close here, damn it. Now series of knee lifts, third one right across the jaw. Shuki now trying to come back here. Kicking Mad Cow in the ribs from the clinch. Went for that spinning elbow, but out of the way. Now Mad Cow is sent face first into the apron by Shuki. Shuki trying to get some momentum going here after taking a beating. Now big elbow to the head of Mad Cow. And Shuki going up top. We don't normally see her fly. And that's a good thing behind it. Double knees up from Mad Cow. Now Snapmare taking over Shuki. Mad Cow has been in control most of this match. Going to work with the body scissors, trying to squeeze the air out of Shuki. Keeping her on the mat to negate the power advantage. And again, another kick right across the chest. Now Mad Cow, wrist lock. Shuki kicking her way out. Hits that spinning elbow finally. Now up and over, reverse suplex. Shuki now picking up Maddie. Oh, has her hooked. T-bone suplex, throws her over. Into a cover. 1, 2, and kick out right at 2 by Mad Cow. Shuki thinking maybe she should have had that after that high impact move. Now Mad Cow drop toe hold, taking Shuki down face first. Now Mad Cow picks her up, diving forearm, puts her down again. Mad Cow on a roll. And another forearm, make it a pair. Duck under, Pele kick. Now picking her up. Wrenching her through, DDT planting Shuki. Mad Cow staying right on her, rear view, takes her down. Shuki rolling out to the floor now. Pulling Mad Cow down after her. Picks Mad Cow up, fireman's carry. Takes her down face first. Mad Cow, though, blocks that shot, comes back with a kick of her own. Shuki blocks the chop. Forearm shot of her own. Both women trading off here on the floor. Huge series of shots by Shuki now, following it up with the kicks. spinning kick right into the chest puts Mad Cow on the ground. But Mad Cow pops her legs up, takes Shulky over with the head scissors. Huge overhand shot, and then Shulky tastes the steel. Like I said, tactics we are not used to seeing from Mad Cow. A much more aggressive side. And was going for the bear hug. Shulky saw it coming. Belly to belly suplex, but Mad Cow pops right up. Went for what was probably going to be a clothesline, but missed. Now Mad Cow, that basement DDT putting Shulky down. Shulky's in trouble. Now Mad Cow kick to the ribs. Series of stomps now, working on that midsection and that core. You know she is thinking for the bear hug. Double knees right across the spine. Now Mad Cow pulls her up. And there it is, middle of the ring. There's the bear hug. You've known that's what she's been thinking. Shulky flailing her arms, trying to hang on. And now Mad Cow dropped her down and again measuring her up. And once again, bear hug again. Nowhere for Shulky to go, but Shulky fighting her way out of it. Clapping right across the ears. Now wait a minute, Shulky has Maddie up. All the way up, Gamma Bomb. Into the cover, 1, 2, and 3, holy shit! You can see Shulky holding her ribs. But the Gamma Bomb paying dividends. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, and still Sacrifice Championship Wrestling Women's World Champion, Shulky. And there you see, after the two bear hugs, the Gamma Bomb connecting. Shulky hooking the leg. But you saw Shulky holding her ribs as soon as she got up. Holding the title high. Still the champion. Shulky now holding her hand out for Mad Cow. And a definitely show of respect. Shulky was pushed to the limits, no doubt in anybody's mind. And she knows it. And there you see Mad Cow hugging Shulky, congratulating her on the win. As I mentioned, both women bringing everything they have. But on that note, congratulations to Shulky. Hell of a contest by both. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show today. Thank you guys so much for taking time here with me, whether you're here for 5 minutes, whether you're here for the whole show. Whether you're watching this on the replay or through the PSN network, I appreciate you guys spending the time with me. I hope you guys have enjoyed your time out, taking this break from the world to catch the action. Don't forget, later tonight on a special start time of 9 o'clock Eastern, LTD Action, the women's tournament, on the Blazed Radio Network. But thank you again, everyone, for being here. If I don't catch you beforehand, I'll catch you for some Sadistic Sunday and the Return of the Chamber. But on that note, everyone, peace out, fuckers!